All right, welcome to today's video. We are going to be covering member questions or potential member questions, but these are questions that have been asked by local businesses. Got them up on my screen right here, and real things they've asked about how to change marketing, what things are, all these different things. I never know what I'm going to see until I start recording and I go through and do it. So let's take a peek at some of these questions. What exactly is local SEO and why should I care? Well, most business owners really confuse general SEO and local SEO. It's a very confusing piece. They're very different compared to each other, but yet they're very much the same thing. Local SEO is any way that a local business owner is going to find your business. And when in today's world, we are going to be looking at that. Actually, maybe I just do one video on that topic alone. I may change the very beginning of this and say that we're not going to ask a lot of questions, because this is actually a really big, good topic. So let's go ahead and edit the video. Let's restart this over. Okay. Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about what is the difference between local SEO and regular SEO. A lot of business owners get this really confused, and it's very much different, but yet it's a lot of being the same. You have to remember that in local SEO, everything is connected together. So if you put a blog post out and then you do a social media post, you have to be able to bring those together. So your entire ecosystem is very unique in its own way, and you have to make sure that you are treating it that way. In traditional SEO, this means that you want to be found worldwide. You're competing against everything. You might be only doing US, whatever it might be, but your audience is huge. Local SEO, your audience is only a certain amount of places, and it's only so big. Local SEO has things like voice search, which is via Alexa, Siri, Cortana, Bixby, Maps. Those aren't things you really worry about in SEO in general sense, because you don't have local customers coming out trying to find your business. But inside of local SEO, you have a local customer that's looking for a local business to be able to work with. Now, these kind of cross paths and they kind of intertwine between it, because you might have local SEO and regular SEO. For example, the AI SEO Pixel, it is going to focus on making sure the schema is correct. It's going to focus on all of your local SEO aspects, but you are also going to get the SEO benefits. So they're very much different, but they're very much the same. I like to look at local SEO as being an ecosystem. Everything is connected. So if you're following any of our blueprints that I talk about, or that we talk about at simplybefound.com, is you want to make sure that you set your business up as a great ecosystem. This means if you're going to go through and do a blueprint, you're going to be doing 3 posts out to social media, including your Google business profile, per week at least. You are going to be cutting video and loading it to YouTube. It's a huge hidden market that a lot of people are not even touching for local businesses. Making sure that you are going through and doing all that content. But if you write a blog, let's say that you are a service area business and you are a plumber. You just went and solved XYZ's problem. You went in, maybe took some photos of it, you might have recorded a video on site, you might have gotten back to your truck, and you pull out your phone and you recorded and said, hey, this is what I fixed. There might be all kinds of footage that you end up doing. Well, all that footage ends up being great content. So now you can load that content up onto YouTube. You can now load it up onto Facebook. It doesn't have to be edited. It doesn't have to be professionally done, because you talked about the job. And what you've done is you've went through and you've talked about each aspect of that job. So as you talk about it, that now brings keywords that are organic and real. It's not AI generated. It's coming from you, the person who just went and did that job. So now you have this video. So now you might take that video, you might put it inside of a blog post and embed it. Now you went to AI, you asked AI to go through and write you a blog about that exact video that you just did. It writes you a blog about it. You ask it to write some social media. Next thing you know, you're publishing social media, linking to that blog, which has the video on it. You're bringing things and connecting them together. Now when someone does a search on Alexa, Siri, Cortana, any of these AI searches, and they're looking for your product and service, what's going to happen is it's going to know those data points because you just shared all those data points of what problem you just solved. If that question gets asked, that's going to bring you higher up. What this is doing is it's feeding over your three major pillars. You have content, you have authority, and you have trust. And you want to be able to bring those pillars together, and you want to feed them together, and you want to bring everything and connect it together. That is what's unique about local SEO. Inside of traditional SEO, you could do some of that, you could bring some of that in, but most of the time you have products and you're going through and you're trying to sell those, and you have case studies, and it's a whole different market. But when it comes to local SEO, it's why I love it so much, is it's like putting together a puzzle. And what simplybefound.com does is it brings that all those puzzle pieces together, allows you to be able to connect it. So you have the listings engine, which is going to go out to 1,000+ networks, including voice search. You're going to have Google Business Profile Boost, which is going to go out and put an AI into your Google Business Profile to work 24/7 for you. You have AI SEO Pixel. That is going to go out and it's going to work 24/7 and have an engineered AI for your business doing all the SEO on your website. And if you have the done for you plan, obviously we're even connecting everything together even more. But that's the difference between local SEO and traditional SEO. Thanks for watching. If you are not currently a member of ours, come check us out at simplybefound.com. My name is Rob. I've been doing this stuff since 1995. Simply Be Found is about ready to celebrate its 6th year being in business, so pretty excited about that. Come check it out if you are looking to be able to grow your business, get more leads, and being able to be found and get around all the noise that's happening right now in today's world. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.